Hello everyone and welcome back to another EV Geek Studio Review. As always, he is Sebastian, I am Joel, and this, courtesy of BMW of Little Rock, shout out to Keith and the crew over there, is the 2025, I'm looking here because I'm going to forget it, BMW i4 eDrive 40 Grand Coupe, also known as?
The base model.
The base model. So yes, first time, we've done lots of reviews, first time in the i4 for us.
Yeah.
We've done all the other BMWs, first time in the i4. All right, Sebastian, give us some general specs about this car.
Yeah, so this is their kind of entry-level EV currently on the market, or at least in the US. The i4 is a electric 4 Series.
Yep.
Hence, anyway.
They do all their EVs like that.
Correct? Right. Yeah. This is, let me just double check my number here, 295 miles of EPA rated range. Mm-hmm. This is a 83.6, something like that. It's 83 point something kilowatt hour battery pack. I believe DC fast charge is peak is right around 200 kilowatts. And the statistic I kept seeing online was 10 to 90 in 38 minutes.
Okay.
Most manufacturers measure 10 to 80, both because that's realistic and also that's usually a better number. 10 to 80
is probably around 20, 25.
I would say 10 to 80 is probably like 30 honestly. Okay. Be interesting to see. I'll do some more light reading and see if I can get any actual like hard numbers on 10 to 80. 10 to 90 is claimed 38 minutes.
Yes. which is an odd thing to claim. So yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, this is a smaller sedan. You know, we'll take a peek in the back seat and kind of show that off. But it's a BMW, so it's supposed to they should drive well. They typically take a more sporty approach to their driving dynamics and things like that. It's a pretty nice car. This one we'll get it out of the way here at the front. The sticker on this one is, it's closer to you, I can't read it.
Oh, sorry. With all the options, $63,700.
Yeah. So just kind of keep that in mind as we walk around on the outside of the vehicle. But yeah, I'm excited to check it out.
All right. Just like with all of our reviews, walk around, interior, infotainment, driving, and final thoughts. Stay tuned. All right, Sebastian, let's do a quick walk around of this BMW i4.
Yeah, so as mentioned, this is a 2025 BMW i4 eDrive 40. What does that mean? So i4 eDrive means it is the rear-wheel drive model. There is also the xDrive 40, which is all-wheel drive. And then the other trim level is the M50. So that's the M series. It's not a true M car. It's not like a true performance car. They don't market it that way, but it's got more of the sport design. It has more power, things like that.
Gotcha.
This is the eDrive 40, so rear-wheel drive car. I believe it's 300. It says it on here. Let me just, before I lie to you. So rear-wheel drive, 335 horsepower. I think they claim 0 to 60 is 5.5 seconds. Yep. Not slow, not super fast, perfectly adequate, especially for a base car. This is skyscraper gray. Let's see here. It is a $650 paint color. You jinxed us.
I jinxed us.
But yeah, you also have on this one these wheels. These are 19-inch wheels. Look pretty good. $600 option for these wheels. And these almost look like an aero insert.
Yep.
Kind of. Although
they're solid.
That's solid. Anyway, coming around, you can see, this has a very traditional sedan shape. It's a 4 Series, which makes sense. You have traditional door handles, which is nice. So they pop up just like that, and you can take a peek in there real quick. They are frameless. Very cool. Just take a quick peek. This one has the, what do they call this interior color? Canberra beige?
Yes.
I probably said that way wrong. Pop that closed. You do, of course, also have your proximity lock and unlock. I have the key. There it goes.
There you go. There we go.
Anyway, and I do appreciate, though, all 4 doors.
Yes, you've asked about that in some vehicles.
Yeah, I think you should be able to.
Especially if he has a little 10-year-old likes to run to a car and want to get in before everyone else, they can do that. So yeah.
It does seem to have some amount of delay.
It may not be turned on or the
there
settings.
we go.
There we go.
Come around back. You can see you have this nice LED design here that's kind of has a cup shape, swoops to the underside. See I4 with a little blue accent.
And the blue logo.
Oh, I think that's all blue.
Yep.
eDrive 40. And this is actually not a sedan.
It's not. It's got the hatchback feel to it.
It's a liftback.
It's a liftback, yep.
Pretty decent sized cargo space back here. You got the cover kind of built in here. This does, if you want to remove it, you would twist that, pop down. Or you get your very German, well, you would get a warning triangle. It's not in there. You have a spot for a triangle,
yes.
though. And coming in here, so you can see we've got cloth mats back here. This one has all other mats in it. But decent sized space. You've got a little storage pocket here on the side. This is the EVSE. Oh, it's got low, it's like got a carabiner. It's actually attached.
Yep.
Very cool. It's pretty heavy. Pop it open. You've got your little bit of underfloor storage. There is a big Harman Kardon subwoofer in there. We'll talk about that more in a minute.
Yep. But lots of ample trunk room.
Yep. Yeah, good amount of space.
Yep.
To close it, you do have your trunk close button here. You also have a button you can lock the car from here. Very cool. Let it close, and let's take a peek at the back seat.
Let's take.
After you.
So we really had a lot of time to adjust the seats when we got in, but as you can see, with it being a sedan, the back seat for someone like me who's going to be 6'1", is going to be a little tight. It's not horrible, but it's a little tight. Sebastian's seat is really jacked up because he did not set it up yet. But yeah, as you see down here, we have two.
Oh, you have a third zone climate control back here.
We have climate control back here. We have two USB-Cs, but seats feel real comfortable. Plenty of headroom. I'm not hitting my head, which is good for someone who's over 6 feet. As you can see, if we pull down back here, pops up. You got cup holders.
That's complicated.
That is over-engineered, but it's German, so what do you expect? So yeah, as you can see, we have the sunroof as well.
You can look, if you look at the door, you'll see your Harman Kardon sound system with the tweeters up by the handle. Very cool.
And from what we listened so far, pretty good sound system.
Yeah, it doesn't
for
sound
base
bad.
model. Yep. Get out here. I'm going to join Sebastian on the other side of the car.
Yes.
How do you charge this thing? Where's the port at?
So port is on the back passenger side. Pop that open, and you can see this one has a CCS port. Yep. They are switching these to NACS at some point. BMW has committed to that. These are eventually getting access to the Tesla Supercharger.
Hey everyone, just a quick note as I was editing this, and I needed to make a small correction. So in between the time of filming this video, which was last weekend, so this is the 13th when I'm editing it, so this would have been the 6th when we filmed it, and now, the 13th of December, BMW has gained access to the Tesla Supercharger network. So anytime in this video from here on out where you hear me say that it can't charge at Tesla Superchargers or it's coming soon, that's not actually true. It can now charge at Tesla Supercharger with an adapter. Thanks. Bye. Please enjoy the rest of the video.
Should be any time now. There's been quite a few periods where they pop up, they go away, they pop up, they go away.
For testing wise, we saw that with the Kia as well. Yep.
But you can see, I love the way BMW does their charge flaps though. So AC, nice. DC opens both.
Yep. Very
nice. And then to close, you can just.
Yep.
It's a good design. You also see you have your light here. The port itself is also lighted to help line up at night. And you've got a button here to lock and unlock the cable as well, which is cool.
Yes.
And it's a manual door. Keep it simple, right?
Keep it simple. One less thing you got to worry about going wrong in the car. Yep.
Yeah, we can just take a little final peek here at the outside. You've got some aero design in the fender well here where you can kind of have this wind curtain kind of go around the wheel. And take a good look here at the front. So you got all LED lights, of course. You've got LED daytime running lights. You've got the kidney grill.
Yep.
Which honestly doesn't bother me that much on this model. It's not as gaudy as it is on some of the others. Maybe gaudy's not the word I'm looking for.
Probably the word is maybe overbearing.
No. I don't know. You tell me in the comments what you think.
What is the thing?
You can also see you have your radar sensor down there down low.
Big radar sensor.
Joel.
Let's take a look at the Frunk.
1, 2. Very aggressive to pop.
And our nice Frunk.
Yeah. So no front trunk. You got a really big piece of plastic here with some access to AC refrigerant. And then what's under that one? Coolant.
And you see the batteries. Access to the 12-volt is back in the back there.
Yeah. So, which I mean, I guess they made it easy though, because it's just got a little twist off.
Yep.
Boom, and the whole cover comes up.
And actually, your red is right there too. So.
Oh yeah, so you can jump it. Nice. And And I mean, this also has a little easy twist off. But yeah,
Yep.
without knowing what's under here, I feel like there should be a space for a front trunk.
Not a front trunk.
I mean,
we've
it doesn't.
seen this a lot in the German cars with the front
Yeah,
trunk,
it's
so yeah.
fairly normal.
Yep.
That said, EVs should have front trunks.
Yes, we should. All right, let's get out of the cold. Let's pop in and let's talk about the interior and infotainment. All right, we are inside our 2025 BMW i4. Sebastian, what do you think? Sitting on the driver's side.
Yeah, so just kind of initial impression of a seat. I need to get headrest
Yes.
and stuff adjusted.
Yep.
It feels pretty decent.
Yep.
It's not like aggressively bolstered or anything like that. This isn't the sporty model though. I don't know if the M50 has more aggressive bolstering of the seat. Looking around, first off, how do you turn the thing on? So you do have foot and brake. It does not automatically come on. You have a blue start stop button,
which you do not need to press when getting out of the
yeah,
vehicle.
interesting enough. So it won't turn itself on.
Yep.
But like foot off the brake, open the door, and it'll turn itself
Yes.
off.
So you don't need to physically.
You're
turn the
almost
car.
it's almost there.
Yes.
Anyway, we'll foot on brake, press there, see the car
Yep.
wakes up. It is alive.
Your personal assistant.
You can see you've got this nice kind of dual-ish or single screen, but actually two screen
Yes.
display situation going on. You also have on this trim or not trim, but this has the option for the heads-up display. We can talk about that more here in a minute. And looking around in here, I mean, it's smaller.
Yes.
Obviously, even like the 5 Series, the i5, or even the i7's huge by comparison. But it's got good materials. Like
It
you got this
does.
nice wood pattern here. You got wood here.
Not a lot of piano black, which is good.
No piano black.
A little bit right through. Yep.
Okay, yes, just a tiny bit.
Yep.
Looking in here, so you've got this, push down, it pops up. You have 2 cup holders, a 12-volt cigarette style outlet, and a USB-A port, as well as a wireless phone charger that barely fits an iPhone 16 Pro Max
With a case on it.
with the case on it.
But it does. It works.
It does. You've got your media control, so this is a touch screen. You can also use the dial to do things on here. Close that up. We actually had a route still set. Then you have your little shortcut buttons. You've got a blank panel here, parking brake. You've got drive mode selections. You've got your shifter, so up for reverse, back for drive, back again for B, press for park.
Which we're in. A little storage down here,
Got a
too.
little storage here with
Another-
a USB-C port.
Yes.
Interesting, but otherwise pretty small storage pocket. You get your traction control button. You've got this for your camera views, so panorama view, parking maneuver. You do get a 360 cam, nice, and you can come in and set the kind of which angle you're coming at it from. Cool, and it shows a little drawing of what it would look like with the door, like how far the door's open, even, so that you can kind of help judge where you're at, which is cool. You can also hit
Oh, wow.
3D view, and you can fly around the car. Nice. You also have a car wash button. Oh, to help you line up in the car wash. Cool.
Cool. Oh, that is cool.
And we'll hit park. You've got some automatic parking stuff. You've got some backup assistant, etc. Let me come out of there. And you have your just general parking sensor, so you can turn them off and on from there. Let's look here. You have your volume knob in addition to your media control, as well as next track, previous track, and some quick defroster action. So you can do max defrost and then turn off the rear. Come here on the screen. So you can see this is kind of your key up. You have your BMW assistant. You can swipe up. You have music playing, devices, music again, destinations, compass, BMW, some little warning type stuff. It says tire change recognized. Battery temperature is low. Fast DC charging is currently restricted. Preconditioned battery, on-demand
There we go.
preconditioning. There's other ways to get to it than just that, as well as your general service mode. Let's see, and you can add other widgets if you want. So I'm actually going to come all the way back to home. There we go. Since we have this nice big giant map right in front of us, let's talk a little bit about it. So I can come in here. We can hit search, and I want to go to, let's say, Austin, Texas. It's a good baseline for where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that it's smart enough to put Austin, Texas above Austin, Arkansas. Boom, boom. It's going to start guidance. It's going to take it a second. And if we're lucky, it will add charging spots.
It does.
Boom. So there's our
That's
recommended.
nice. You don't have to be logged into the account for
Yeah,
that.
which previously when we've driven BMWs, it would not do this unless we had it tied to a BMW ID.
Yes.
So I don't know what changed, but good on them.
Yes.
I'll hit recommended, and you can see it's showing our route. I can hit overview and actually scroll through and see. So we are here. It wants us to first stop at an EV Go, then at a different EV Go, another EV Go, and a Mercedes charging. And I mean, it looks like 16 minutes to go from 35 to 65. 17 minutes, 11 to 51. 25, 10 to 66. So I think I said 30 minutes is my guess. Maybe it was a little longer. 10 to 42 and 15 and getting to Austin at 10%. Honestly,
It's not bad.
not bad. And I mean, that's a route that I kind of how I would have done it. And I believe charging route, charge status. Oh, you can set, oh, look at that.
Set your destination.
And they let you set down to 5%. Yep. Very cool. And you can do a max of 25% at a charger. Okay, cool.
There you go.
I like that. Oh, and you can even change to your desired, if you have a home location set, it'll ignore that and be like, you can get home with less charge.
Gotcha.
Type situation. Very cool. You can set up your preferred, if you have an account, you can do your preferred operators, and you can even blacklist chargers.
So if you know a charger,
if you know it's terrible, you never want to go there because it's sketchy or it doesn't ever work or whatever, you can tell the car never to send it there. Like that. Good job.
That. Yes.
But I don't actually want to go to Austin, Texas right now.
Oh, we don't have the time for that, unfortunately.
Go home, cancel out. Cool. Come in here. You've got your typical apps, BMW apps drawer where you have Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. You've got a little store in here to add features to the vehicle.
Wireless or wired, both?
I believe it's wireless.
Okay.
For CarPlay, you have your charging menu. So in typical BMW fashion, this comes up. You can set up your charge schedules and departure plans, as well as your AC charge limit. So you can do this down to 6 amps. Nice. It's a 48 amp onboard charger. Mm-hmm. Set your battery targets. So they recommend 80% daily. Oh, I like that you can actually do it from here without actually clicking into. Oh, maybe it doesn't have a full-on menu like the other screen did. You can unlock charge cable. Again, on-demand battery preconditioning if you want. You can hit. It'll activate automatically if it knows you're navigating to a charger. You can also, boom, and it will run for, it says 20 minutes.
There you go.
Nice. You got plug-in charge in here. Very cool. You can, this is so funny to me on BMWs, you can tell it to adjust how loud the fans run. So if you want it to be quieter while charging, you can hit restricted and it'll just DC fast charge slower.
There you go.
I don't know why you would care, but it's an option. And you can do some location-based charging stuff in here. Very cool. You've got your climate menu. So this one's pretty basic. You've got heated seats, heated steering wheel, heated passenger, no ventilated seats or cooled seats. And then you've got just kind of a general fan speeds. Put it on auto, very low. Shows you your heated steering wheel. You move your vents using these little knobbies here. Mm-hmm. If you want to back up so you can see.
Sorry.
You've got these little knobbies here to move the vents around, as well as, I believe you twist to open and close them. Cool.
Cool. That's pretty cool.
Not anything on the screen or anything, which I actually appreciate. You can also set up some individual stuff, so you can tell it.
Turn on my heat seats to max.
You can tell it that you want your upper body to be cooler or warmer compared to your
cool.
feet. And you can
That's
set
pretty cool.
The driver and passenger like individual, so like automatic heated seat and steering wheel settings, as well as you can set up some settings for the second row seats as well. And you can set the temperature from here as well. And you have some preconditioning, so you can tell it like, I know I leave the house every morning at 7 a.m. I want it to start up at 6:50 and set the climate so that when I get out of the car, it's already warm or cool. Nice stuff. You've got digital key options in here. You've got your display options. So this is where you get into the heads-up display and all that. We can show that off, try to show that a little bit more later. Doors, windows, driving settings. So this is your driver's assistant. So you can see we've got forward collision, lane departure warning, blind spot detective, fatigue, speed warning, steering intervention. Let's see here. Pretty basic stuff. You got your drivetrains. So energy recovery, high. I'm going to turn off the fake noises though.
Yes. And
then you have some individual drive modes that you can set up. So you can set up like sport individual. So I want sport steering. And you could say like, so maybe sport drivetrain, comfort steering, things like that. You can also set up your Eco Pro settings. So to do seated heat before it does climate control and things like that. Some pretty aggressive little drive mode functionality there. You got your navigation, hotspot. This was interesting. I would be curious to know how this works. So it says the car will warn you if you're approaching like potholes and bad roads. and then try to tell you to move out to a different
So
lane.
we do have it turned on, so we'll see if it works.
We'll see. Seat comfort. So there's not a lot on here. You've got, again, you can set up driver's seat, set your seat positions. You have your seat climate. And then just like general, just like tips. Not a whole lot going on there. Got XM radio. Not a whole lot else on that I want to talk about. Coming through, as we mentioned, you do have your drive mode selection here, so you can hit sport. You'll see it pop up here. We are now in sport individual. I can hit it again. Now we're just in regular sport. I can come up comfort. You can see it changed my gauge cluster, changed over here. And then we have Eco Pro, and then Eco Pro individual. Put it back over here.
You want me to hand you the camera and you show the driver display?
So this looks to me like it's a pretty similar to what we've seen on other BMW vehicles, where you have kind of your key up speedometer real big in the middle. You have a little power gauge and percentage on the right, and then a little gauge for speed on the left. And I believe, let's see if I'm right, hitting this button will change content. So I can hit, I want to change this screen. And if I roll the wheel, I now have my trip computer. I can set, went too far. Turn-by-turn navigation, a map view, a G meter, and current media.
Yes.
Cool. Set it. Actually, I set it to map view, because why not? And I also have these settings for heads up, so it doesn't show up super gray on the camera, but you can see it showing our speed of bottom and like a little accelerator type thing. It says it's in sport view. If I come up here and switch it to navigation, it's now showing me a compass. You can have it just kind of show you nothing, and then nothing but smaller. Okie dokie. We'll put it on directional view, sure. And really, looks like that's pretty much it for the driver screen. So it's actually a little less customizable than some of the other BMWs that we've been in, but not bad at all. You got your cruise control functions here, so you got your gap, you got your speed, etc. You also have your headlight control down here, locks, door memory, windows, mirrors. Now, if you pull that window sticker out real quick for me.
Yes, we're going to look for it.
It was a $500 option to add adaptive cruise control.
Active cruise control.
Well, same thing.
Yep.
And then you got $700 for parking assistance functions and the 360 camera, and then another $1,750 for the heated steering wheel, premium sound system. Interesting.
And then $600 too for the
wheels.
For the wheels too.
Interesting. So really, I guess while I'm at it, you've got these dome lights, which I think look awesome.
Yes.
They're like scalloped and cool. You also have your sunroof control, so it has a single panel sunroof with a shade. So I'll pop that. You can see it slides forward. Pop back, it'll open. Pop again. And you can actually fully open the roof. Well, or at least the front half.
Yep.
Which is cool. I like it. Love to see it. And really not a whole lot of stuff I want to talk about. You've got just a plain Jane dumb glove box. No weird screen controls or anything like that. Normal size. Battery log form. Sure.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm curious to know if this is just a design feature or if it like serves a
We'll have to do
purpose.
some research on that.
I don't see any like IR lights or anything
Yeah.
coming out of it, so I wouldn't think it's a driver monitor, especially because it's at the bottom of the wheel.
And that's where your hands are usually at.
But yeah, it's interesting. All right, Joel, we ready to set up cameras and take it for a spin?
Let's set up cameras and take it for a spin. All right, Sebastian is behind the wheels. That only means one thing. We're doing our driving review. So Sebastian, you got in here, got the seat situated. How you feeling?
Yeah, so initially feels pretty good. Seats aren't too tight or too small or anything like that. They're good size for my big American body.
Yep. Nicely heated too for a cold
yeah,
fall.
nicely heated. Heated steering wheels feels nice. We've just kind of done some city driving so far. Suspension's fine.
Yep.
It's a sedan. It's about how I would expect a smaller sedan like this to ride, which is to say, I mean, you can feel bumps or whatever, but it's compliant. It's not like crashing me all over the road or anything. It is, at least initially, it feels comparable to like a Model 3.
Yep.
Take this turn. We're gonna merge out here on the Interstate 430 highway. Give it a little bit of power. Feels good. Feels nice. We are in comfort mode currently. I just wanted to see if, how that felt kind of in normal driving.
Before I put you in sport mode here in a minute?
Yeah, I need to drop my steering wheel a little bit.
Or raise your seat, one of the two.
One of the two. Drop feels good. Heads-up display is pretty decent. So right now it's got me a little compass on there. It says what speed I'm doing, shows me a speed limit on the side. We turn signal over.
So was the heads-up display?
Yeah, it's in the premium package.
Okay, gotcha. I got my cheat sheet in front of me. So
we're out here on the highway now. I can see it's showing me my lane departure. I'm going to hit, most likely, this button for today's episode of Can Sebastian Figure Out How to Activate Driver's Assistance in a German Vehicle?
Yes.
Boom. Cruise control activated. What if I want smart cruise control? Deactivated. Oh, okay. It's just smart. It just didn't say adaptive.
Yep.
It does not lane center.
Nope.
Or at least it's not on. Let me
no warning when you had a lane departure either.
I wonder if it vibrated the steering wheel. I didn't notice it.
Yeah.
Anyway, out here on the highway, road noise seems fine.
Seems comparable to any other sedan we've driven.
Yeah.
Yep.
Road noise is fine. It's comparable to something like a Model 3, whatever. This interior feels nicer than what you'd find in a Model 3. I mean, it's MSRP is $20,000 more.
57.9 is the
base, and then this one's optioned to 63. Okay. Yep. So $10,000 to $20,000 more.
Yep.
But
like you said, more luxurious.
Yeah. I like having the two screens. I like having the heads-up display. All that's nice. It's a little bit of a bummer about not having any sort of feels like lane centering. I'm sure it's optional. And this one just doesn't happen to have that package. I believe they call it the Driver Assistant Pro is what BMW calls the package. But yeah, on the highway though, it feels fine. I'm going to take over real quick. Let's cruise. I mean, even at 65, it has good power.
I'm going to make you the sport
and that's
mode.
in comfort. If you want to hit me into sport, let me get back down to 65. Feels about the same, honestly. It's not bad. And it has one pedal driving, which on a German car, you cannot take for advantage. It does vibrate with steering wheel. I just felt it did.
Okay, gotcha.
So that's how it alerts. It doesn't beep or bong or whatever. It just,
I wonder if you could change in the settings. You may be able to, yeah.
Do my tap. I also appreciate this has a tradition. I'm so weird. I'm sorry. It says a traditional turn signal stalk.
There we go.
Which in BMWs you can not always take for granted, but like if I click it up, it stays up. It doesn't try to return to center or anything. Maybe BMW got tired of a joke.
They did. You've always mentioned that when we drive with those BMWs. So yeah.
Anyway, we're going to hop off the highway, loop back around. But yeah, I mean, so far it drives fine. Road noise is good.
Yep. So just some features that we've talked about. You do get the climate control in the back. So you do get that climate control, multi-zone climate control. You said rain sensing wipers, which are kind of standard on all cars now. Power glass moonroof, comfort access keyless entry.
Yep.
Where you can set the digital keys. But yeah, I think that's mostly all that I can find here that we haven't talked about. But yeah, it's like he said, base starts at 57.9 with all the extras. This has the all-weather floor mats, the floating center caps on the wheels, I guess. First aid package, which we saw in the back. This car and destination, this car is for $63,700. Of course, that's before any dealer incentives.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to short little drive. Anything else before we head back to the dealership?
Yeah, I was trying to kind of just feel one pedal really coming from a stop, other than the light changed, and now it's orange or yellow, and I don't have time.
Yep.
We'll see. When I did it earlier, it felt pretty decent. I was trying to see how it felt actually coming from an interstate to
now,
here,
did you have to set it? You had to put it in
So you do have to put it in B mode to get true one pedal. Otherwise, it just rolls.
Is that kind of standard on a lot of the German EVs?
So a lot of them seem to, well, I mean, a lot of them like Mercedes and, or at least the Mercedes that we've driven and like Volkswagen, they just don't do one pedal.
Yeah.
Volkswagen will let you do B mode, and that will take you down to like 4 or 5 miles an hour, and then they just roll. Audi has started doing one pedal in their PPEs. Porsche, I don't believe, is doing it.
No. Is it the B on Porsche too, or did it still have it?
They call it something funky. IX?
Yep. And a Model S.
And a Model S.
Yep.
Nice. Anyway, but yeah, I'm thinking at this point we can cut and we'll do our final thoughts.
We will see you back at the dealership. All right, we have made it back to BMW Little Rock. Once again, huge shout out to Keith and the crew over here for letting us borrow this i4. So Sebastian, first time in, final thoughts.
Yeah, so I mean, it drives perfectly adequate.
Yep.
It's fine. It's comfortable. I like, the heated seat, heated steering wheel worked really well. The infotainment system, while it has a lot of stuff going on, and I think we've said this in the other times we've driven to BMW, it's got a lot of stuff going on, but also it's not super over convoluted. And I mean, it has a lot of stuff going on because there's a lot of stuff there.
You don't have to go 4 or 5 menus deep to find something. Yeah.
Like there's just a lot of stuff that the car can do.
Yep.
I like that it has on-demand preconditioning and route planning to do automatically. I like that it has all the different charge settings, just like for your amperage and this and that, and whatever else. Like all that is great. And yeah, and I liked we had navigation going, and we have the navigation going, and like it actually, I didn't realize, but it popped up the front camera on the gauge cluster screen and was showing us like kind of an AR direction view.
Yep.
Now there's water on the front camera,
Yes.
so I actually couldn't really see. It took me a second to realize what it was doing, but that's a cool feature nonetheless.
Yep. Also, this personal assistance thing, you tried on the way back. We didn't.
Yeah, it didn't.
It's pretty cool.
Fine. I asked it to give me directions, and it pulled up, and it was no problem.
We could you could say that you're cold, and it will turn it up for you. Heat
Yeah.
it up. You can say I'm warm. It'll turn it down for you. So cool personal assistance. So yeah, I mean, I like it. I mean, it's a sedan, so it drives like mostly every other sedan we have driven, but kind of more of a luxurious feel.
Yeah, I mean, it's comfortable, and this is the base model too. I'm sure the higher trim
Yeah.
levels have other features like maybe massaging seats
Yes.
or cooled seats and things like that. But it's comfortable, has good power, even for it to be the base kind of powertrain. It's got good tech.
Yep.
I like the heads-up display. I like it. Drove fine. It drove nice. The suspension was perfectly compliant for what you would expect it to be on a sedan. Has no lane centering at the price is a bit of a bummer.
Yeah, and you're used to. I mean, our cars have lane centering.
Yeah, I mean, again, at the price, I expect it to have lane centering. But again, that's one of those things. It's kind of normal on these luxury cars.
Yes.
I made a comment when we drove that Lucid Air.
Yeah.
I was like, "How was this car $100 grand and didn't have lane centering?"
Yes.
And there were multiple comments on me. It was like, "That's just how the luxury car brands do."
Yeah, they.
It's a $100,000 car, but you can also option them however the heck you want. And so someone might not want the option.
Especially with German cars, where you can option everything you want.
So like it makes sense, but I just at the same time I'm spoiled by it. We get into so many cars now that just have this stuff standard.
That's right. All right. Thank you all again for watching another EV Geek Studio review. Don't forget, before you leave, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon so you know when new content drops. And we will see you again on another EV Geek Studio review. So long, everyone.